Are we rolling?
Yeah.
I never know. Hello, you all. That was too aggressive. Today we are going to make loaded baked potato soup. You all, look at these spuds. I will eat potatoes any way, shape, or form. In a french fry, in a hash, mashed, fried, grilled. I want all of the potatoes all of the time. So of course I'm gonna put them in a soup, naturally. There's a few of my favorite hacks when we bring all of this dish together when it comes for making soups. And the first hack is coming at you right now. You all, we're going to start off with putting some bacon in our oven because I bake bacon in my oven. It's less of a mess to clean up with. And I don't really think you can have loaded baked potato soup without crumbled bacon on your soup. Unless you're my sister and you're a vegetarian. And then
yeah, that's fair.
That's fair, right? Otherwise, you don't have to put any oil down because the bacon fat will, unless you're using like a low fat, no fat bacon, then you might want to oil, but this is full fat bacon. You can just put it straight down on the sheet tray and the fat will keep it from sticking. We're gonna do 6 pieces, but honestly, you count the bacon with your heart. I put my bacon in a cold oven. You heard me right. The oven is not on. It is turned off. It's gonna go ahead and start cooking as the oven is preheating and the bacon won't curl. What kind of oven is it? I was really hoping you were gonna come through for me on there.
Oh, that was a wicked question.
Yes.
A double oven? Cafe oven?
Cold. The oven is turned off.
Wow. You really need to
So I'm just going to cook 1 piece of bacon in my soup pan so that I get the bottom coated in that bacon fat and grease, which will then be incorporated into the soup. Again, if you're vegetarian, you can skip this step and just use like olive oil. But what will we have afterwards, you all? We will have some snacking bacon because we're just gonna have a piece of prepared bacon. And I call that my emotional support bacon. So we're gonna get that in the pan right now. You all,
what happened here, you say?
this is a crime scene and it shall be, and what it is a mystery, okay? The case has gone cold. We don't know what happened. Like and subscribe for more. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get my bacon in there. It's okay that it's not heated. If you need more emotional support pieces of bacon, put more bacon in there. This is bacon for eating now. You know what I'm saying? Like some people pour themselves a glass of wine while they're cooking. I eat bacon. It's math. It's basic math. Wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna need 2 pieces of bacon. While our emotional support bacon is cooking, let's go ahead and talk about the soup. This soup has the basics that you know and love from a creamy loaded baked potato soup. We have celery and some onion and potato. We're also gonna do garlic. And the secret weapon, besides bacon fat grease, is going to be mascarpone cheese. Many people will tell you that you need a sharp kitchen knife, and that's true, you do, but no one ever talks about a sharp sharpener. You all, I have used some really bad dull sharpeners. This one I love, it's Uber Chef. I will link it below. I'm gonna go ahead and cube up these potatoes into really bite-sized pizzas. I'm gonna cube up these potatoes into bite-sized pieces. All I'm gonna do with these potatoes is cube them up into bite-sized pieces, and that is because we're not going to emulsify or blend all of the potatoes. So there will be some potato chunks in this soup, at least in my soup. You feel free to blend your soup if you'd like. So I just want them to be already in bite-sized pieces. When I was learning to cook, I feel like the thing that really changed the game for me, because I hated cooking, and one of the reasons I hated cooking was the cleanup, things like that. But I was not prepping all my ingredients ahead of time. I was like, step 1, it says to ground the beef and add it to your pot. Step 2, add chopped onion. And I'm like, where's the chopped onion? Oh, I have to chop the onion. And so when I really learned to just like prep everything ahead of time, That was a game changer for me because I don't feel like I'm freaking out when I'm like, oh no, the beef is burning and the onion is still very much in its little coat. It's not chopped. I'm using a russet potato. Whenever I get like a loaded baked potato at a steakhouse, it's a russet baked potato. It's like, and that's what I want in the soup. I want like a loaded baked potato soup. So I am using russet potatoes because I'm sticking, like so true to form. But if you want to use red potatoes or butter potatoes, every potato is delicious. I'm just going to flip my bacon because I love like super crispy bacon. I didn't put any oil down on this tray, and the bacon fat is just allowing it to come right up. My little snicky snack. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Now I'm going to chop up my sweet onion, half a sweet onion I already had. Half a sweet onion, I love when that happens, and my celery. I think this recipe calls for like 3 stalks celery, but you all, these are so tiny and skinny, so I'm going to do 5. That's math. That's home cooking math right there. I'm going to go right down the middle. You all, the number of times I have been assaulted by onions this week, the fact that I even allow them into my home is a testimony to my love. Like every single onion that has come into this house this past week has made me like cry so hard. Not like, oh, I have a few tears. Like me running to the bathroom, just trying to stop the damage, the damage. But I do love you. Celery. I'm just going to slice the celery. No, I'm going to be fine. That onion is starting to kick in a little bit.
Tearing up. She's tearing up.
It's happening. So many people are like, what's a great hack for not crying while you're chopping an onion? And I'm like, you all, this is the cost. The cost must be paid. Here is our bacon for our crispy bacon bits. Oh my gosh, you all, yum. Ooh, that butter is talking to me. I love when butter talks to me. I only want to saute this for a few minutes. I'm not trying to like brown the onion. I just want to get it a little bit tender because it is going to cook for a while in the soup. And then I'll add my garlic and potatoes. And you all, we are off. We are off to the potato races. Potato sacks. Potato races. But I didn't love those. Those are the only potatoes I didn't love.
Potato sack races?
Potato sack races. I freaking hated those potato sacks when I was little came up like past my chin. People be using like their vision, and I'm like covered all the way. No, it's a no for me. But every other potato is a yes. I love a French fry. Well, there's variety of French fries. You know, shoestring, love. Steak fries, love. Crinkle, love. Waffle, love. I love all the French fries. I love breakfast potatoes, either cubed or sliced. I'm okay with either of those options. Mashed potatoes. I love a creamy mashed potato. I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes I'm okay with a little bit of a chunkier mashed potato, but I want a creamy mashed potato. But I'm not gonna not eat a non-creamy mashed potato. That's ludicrous. I'm gonna add my potatoes. We have a conundrum in that I put this wine in the refrigerator because I thought I was gonna deglaze with wine. But I actually don't deglaze with wine for this recipe. And I'm like, oh no, what do I do with the wine? I think I'm gonna deglaze with the wine and probably have a glass. So problem solved. You all, that's kitchen solutions right there, okay? I did it. If you're new here, deglazing is my favorite thing about cooking. I'm just gonna slowly pour in the liquid and work it up because all of those brown bits, that's flavor, you all. That is flavor, okay? This will not be left behind. We do not leave flavor behind on this cooking channel. Now we are going to add our stock and our salt. You all, this is my favorite stock, by the way, Kitchen Basics. You all taste your chicken stock. I promise you, it does not taste as good as this one does. A lot of them taste really watery. This is so good. Of course, you can also use vegetable stock if you want to keep it vegetarian. And my recipe calls for 3.5 cups. Now there's 4 cups in here, but I like to reserve a little bit just in case if we get to the end, if the soup is looking too thick, we have some reserve stock that we can use. So I'm just gonna pour in most of this and just make sure I have some reserved for later. Get those potatoes all nice and covered. And now we're gonna add our salt. You all, everything needs salt. Everything needs salt. Your salads need salt. Your sandwiches need salt. Your vegetables need salt. Everything needs salt. But potatoes definitely need salt, you all. Potatoes definitely need salt. So I'm going to start with 3 teaspoons and just let it flavor our stock and get in there all nice and yummy with our potatoes. And then we'll taste at the end if we need to add more. Then obviously we can add more. It's been about 20 minutes. Our potatoes are fork tender. And now we're going to add this mascarpone cheese. You all, I love mascarpone cheese. It makes my mashed potatoes creamy. It's going to make this soup really creamy. I like it better than using, a good substitute for this would be cream cheese, but it's a little less sweet than cream cheese. And it also has just a little bit of like tanginess to it. And so I feel like it breaks up like all of the rich creaminess with that as well. It smells really good. The liquid has cooked down a little bit. The potatoes are fork tender. So we're gonna add our cream right in there. I'm gonna turn this back up to medium. Gonna get that cream incorporated in there. This is the point of the soup where you are at a choose your own adventure. So if you like a soup that has really good chunks of potatoes, you don't have to do anything to the potatoes or the soup from here. If you want a really creamy soup, you can blend some or all of the soup. I'm going to start and tackle it with my immersion blender. Okay, you all, I think I have it to the consistency that I really like. So you see, I do still have some chunks of potatoes in here, but also there's a lot more creaminess happening right now. This is exactly how I want it. Again, you can make it to your liking if you want to blend half or all the soup to get it super creamy, or if you just want to take an immersion blender or even a potato masher and just get a few of those chunks broken up. You do you. All we have left to do now is to add half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese, and I'm going to let that just melt into the soup, and then I'm going to taste. And if it doesn't need any more salt, then we're going to load up our baked potato soup, you all, with the finest of toppings. I'm also going to add some freshly cracked black pepper because, every loaded baked potato I've ever had, I gotta have some pepper on there. Nice. Nice. That's a Taylor Swift reference. I don't know if anyone. Nice. For our toppings, we have some freshly shredded cheddar cheese, some fresh chopped dill. I really like to add chives, but you all, my chives were looking real sad when I just went to pull them out. But I did find this shallot rolling around. So I'm going to use the shallot. It's a little bit more of an onion flavor than a chive, but I really want that topping. Like I said, I'm going to get this nice and chopped so that if people do take it, it won't be like, the onion won't be like slapping you around in your face. Bacon. This bacon, someone took a bite out of that. That was me. It's time to turn these strips into bits. That was funny. And I'm just going to do a rough chop. And this is, as you can see, extra crispy bacon. So it actually chops really nicely. Oh, this one didn't. I really took one for the team there. Strips to bits. I also like twice baked potatoes. Oh, I like potato skins.
That is not true.
Yes, I do.
You do not eat potatoes.
No. I like potato skins like when you go to TGI Friday and it's like potato skins and you dip it in the ranch. Here we are. I'm just going to taste it right now to see if it needs any more salt or any more pepper. It smells so good. That is perfectly seasoned. You all, I wouldn't lie to you. If it needed more salt and pepper, I would add it. Oh, ooh, that mascarpone cheese is doing the most, you all.
It's pretty impressive getting it perfect on the first go.
Oh my gosh, right? Oh my gosh. No. You all, I can even taste the bacon fat in there. Like, this soup is giving everything I want. I'm at a steakhouse. I'm eating my loaded baked potato, except for I'm in my house with soup. So it's the same. I dip. A little dip. A dip. Okay, I'm gonna get some of this in here. Don't mind me. This serves one, you all. Just kidding. It probably serves like 4 to 5, maybe 6. Okay, I have my bowl here, and then I have my buffet of toppings. I mean, hello. Of course, I'm going to do more cheese. More cheese is more, you all. I'm going to do some bacon bits. Yum. I'm going to do some of these fresh shallots because I just am extra like that. And then some fresh dill. If you wanted to do some sour cream, like a dollop of sour cream, that would also be really yummy. But I feel like the mascarpone cheese is really coming through for me in that kind of tangy creaminess. Good soup. Thanks so much for joining my channel. If you enjoyed any of this content, thanks so much for joining me on this episode of Brie Likes All the Potatoes. Ooh, bacon wrapped sweet potato fries. Oh, I did not even mention sweet potatoes.